Okay, hello. I'm gonna be reading a book today, and it's gonna be called. Let me see what book I'm gonna read. Let me find a book that would be really nice to read. Here's the book I wanted to read. So it's gonna be called The Princess and the Pea. And for some older kids, like I am, after this, I would like you to go talk to your mom and dad about what you learned about. 1 second. About what you learned about today. So, what you learned about, I want you to go and talk with your parents. For some of the older kids. For some of the littler kids, just have fun with the book. You could just listen. So, that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to start reading and I'm going to show the pictures. It's called The Princess and the Pea. Just 1 second. Okay, The Princess and the Pea. Illustrated. Retold by Matthew Oldham. Illustrated by Laura Alves. I don't know. Sorry if I got your name wrong. If I said you wrote Princess and the Pea, I'm so sorry. There was once a young prince who loved going on adventures. He was good at finding treasure. He was good at finding people. And he was very, very good at fighting dragons. But when the prince came back home, he felt sad. I wish I had someone to share my adventures with, he said to himself. One day, he had an idea. I will find someone to marry, he cried. The king and queen wrote to every princess in the world. Royal servants set off to deliver the invitations. I forgot. Okay. I skipped a few pages. He asked his parents for help. They were the king and queen, after all. I want to get married. His parents were delighted. We will help you find the perfect princess, said the king. At last! The king and queen wrote to every princess in the whole world. Royal servants set off to deliver the invitations. Princess Jasmine, all kinds of stuff. So, all kinds of queens. Forgot to show you the other page. What was the other page? Princess wanted dozens. Daddy, can you turn that down? Dozens of princesses came to the palace to meet the prince. Some came with lots of servants. Some came dripping with diamonds, and even one came riding an elephant. The prince tried to tell them about his adventures, but they were only interested in the treasure. They don't seem like real princesses to me, he said. Real princesses should know what, exclaimed an adventurer. The king and queen called their best inventors to a meeting. "We need a test," the queen demanded, "to find a real princess." The inventors tried all sorts of different tests, but none of their ideas worked. Then one inventor said, "I know how to find a real..." Oh, wait 1 second. "I know how to find a real princess." The prince stepped forward. "How?" he asked. Two servants pulled back an enormous sheet to reveal a very unusual bed with a tower of mattresses. "This is the finishing touch," said the inventor. She put a dry pea in the prince's hand. "How will this help?" asked the prince, giving back the pea. "A real princess notices everything around her," explained the inventor. "She will be able to feel this pea through all these mattresses." The prince invited more princesses to the palace, but none of them passed his test. In the morning, each of them declared what a comfortable bed. Such a lovely sleep." The prince felt sad again. After a while, the princess stopped. After a while, the princesses stopped coming to the prince. "Seemed too hard to please." 1 second. I thought I skipped a page. No, I just forgot to show you it. It seemed too hard to please. The prince gave up hope, too. He thought he'd never find someone to marry. Then late one night... You want to guess what happened? Well, you're about to find out if you guessed right. Kaboom! Thunder crashed, lightning flashed, rain fell in big fat drops. What was that? Thought the noise of the storm. The prince heard a thump on the door. A wet, shivering girl stood on the palace doorstep. "I was caught in the storm," said the girl. "May I shelter here tonight?" The girl's sweet voice charmed the prince. He didn't notice her tangled hair or muddy clothes. "Oh, that's nice." "You may stay for as long as you like," said the prince. As the girl warmed up, the prince told her all about his adventures. The girl listened to every word. Who thinks this girl is a princess? Because I'm starting to think so, and I just got this book like 1 hour ago, and I didn't even read it yet. All this talking made the prince feel sleepy. Soon he couldn't keep his eyes open. That's sad. When the prince woke up, he was all alone. The girl had gone. I'm sort of thinking she went to find a bed. The next morning, the prince stared... The next morning, the prince stared like gloom at his breakfast. Why not go on another adventure? Asked the queen. That would cheer you up. The prince sighed. He didn't want to go on another adventure all alone. I just said. Just then the girl walked in. The prince jumped up. Where have you been? He asked. After you fell asleep, I looked for a bed, she replied. The one I found was very tall. I had to climb it using a ladder. Oh, said the prince, surprised. How did you sleep? Not very well, answered the girl. I think you need a new bed. That one has a little hard bump in the middle. By the way, she's being nice. It's just that there was the pea, and she saw it. The king threw his hands up. The queen fell off her chair. Oh! The prince's face turned pale. He stared at the girl. You are a real princess, he gasped. Now the prince looked surprised too. How did you know? He asked. When the prince told her about the pea, the princess started to giggle. I've been looking for a real prince, she said. I've journeyed from place to place looking for a brave prince, the princess explained. Everyone has turned me away except for you. The real prince married the real princess the very next day. First sight, they fell in love and they got married. What in the world? Crazy. The prince and princess never stopped having adventures, but they built a museum for all the treasures they found. In the middle, they put the pea in a beautiful crystal case. It may still be there today. So there's a museum. If you go to a museum, in the middle of the museum, look around for a case with a pea inside. It might still be there by today. Never know. But by the way, fairy tales, I don't believe in. Just saying. But if other people do, that's okay. Princess wanted or princess found? Answer that. Did he find a princess? Did he find a princess? Or does he still want a princess and it's not there? There's no princess for him. That's a question. Talk to your mom and dad about this for your older kids, like from 8-year-olds. Anything above 8. Talk about it. And if you're my cousins, Judah and Gideon, definitely talk about this. And yeah. I really like this story. We have a site, and the site it's really cool. I love the site. It's amazing. There's all kinds of books you read. Well, you don't read it. My family does. But it's a site, and it's really cool. Now, if you don't want to go to the site often, there's going to be posted. I might read, like, tomorrow, since I read this whole book. It's like a beginner chapter book. There is, like, let me see how many pages. There is 48 pages in this. And this is just a chapter book. Get ready. Now, tomorrow I'm going to be reading a chapter book. Not the whole thing. I'm going to do one chapter, then the next day I'm going to do another. I'm just going to read that whole chapter book, but chapter by chapter. So I think if you like Junie B. Jones, go on the site every day. Because I'm going to be reading lots of Junie B. Jones books. And this Christmas, if you want some cheering up, this Christmas, go to my site. I'm going to be, I I'm going to be like video happiness. So, and if you don't know, my sister back there, by the way. So if you don't know, but something cool about me is that I am a Christian and I got baptized and showed people. So that's cool about me. And I would like you to tell your mom and dad one thing that is cool about you. Now, if you're my family, anybody else that's watching this, if you're not my family, like Gideon, Judah, Hosea, Abel, Judah, those four plus Jackson and Layla, my Granny and Papa, Christine, Andrew, and Christy and Ryan, and my family. Just Jackson and Layla's family, Gideon and Judah's family, and then my family. I love you all. I am really excited for the summer to see you guys. I really miss you. Summer's coming up really soon for us. Love you. Bye.